Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to cover Guardians of the Galaxy issues 7 through 12, written by Donny Cates. These came out in 2019. They're part of the Faithless story arc, which it's a pretty fun ride. Like, even though the main conflict between the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Universal Church, there's nothing groundbreaking there, even though Donny Cates tries to shake things up a little bit with the church itself. What I really love about this story is the focus on Rocket Raccoon. He gets his time to shine in the story. There's a pretty compelling Rocket Raccoon story. It's freaking awesome. I've been reading Guardians of the Galaxy for a while now, and he's never gotten a story where he's the center of attention. So let's get into this. So the story starts off, we have the Universal Church making their way across the cosmos, causing chaos. They're taking down all the big cosmic hitters because the idea is that they capture them, they forcefully convert them to their faith, and then they feed off their faith and their souls to use that to bring back their dark messiah that's going to kill death. That's their big MO in general. So they start off taking down the Nova Corps. After that, they capture Star-Lord's dad. And here's something interesting, because I stopped reading Guardians of the Galaxy after the Bendis front. For some reason, I just got burned out with the series, and I checked out. And Star-Lord's dad was like totally evil during that run in general. So here, when Star-Lord discovers that his dad has been captured and he gets really bent out of shape, and he's like, we got to rescue him. I don't know what happened in the middle, what changed between him and his father to lead him to risk his neck like that. So he gets his team together. They go straight to the Universal Church's ship. They discover that his father is the one running the show now, since he's been forcefully converted. The whole team gets captured except for Moondragon and Groot. They're able to escape. And the first thing that they do is search out for Rocket Raccoon, who doesn't want to be on the team. He's been pushing the team away. It's sort of like a big mystery what happened to Rocket. So what happens is, once Moondragon and Groot arrive to Rocket's safe house, they discover that poor Rocket is actually dying. And it's really awesome what Donny Cates does here. We get a retelling of his origins. So Rocket tells Moondragon, like, just don't poke around my head. This is sort of like a private thing. And I love that Moondragon just barges her way right on in. She wants to know what's happening to her teammate. So we get a retelling of Rocket's origins, where I had no idea if this was pre-established or not, that the planet where Rocket comes from used to be a psychiatric hospital, a giant psychiatric hospital, and that all the patients had pets. Rocket was a pet to one of the patients. And it's very much established that he loved his master. He loved being there for him. But the owners of this psychiatric hospital, this planetary hospital, leave the planet. And the robots that were left in charge, what they decide to do is to genetically alter all the pets to be anthropomorphic, to give them so they can better work with the patients. And it's freaking heartbreaking, because we get the whole situation that they mess with poor Rocket. They do all these horrible experiments on him. And when he sees himself for the first time as a walking, talking raccoon, like a human, it just breaks the poor guy, and it's so freaking sad. So we get a retelling of all of Rocket's adventures from that point on. But what we discover is that all these genetic modifications have taken a toll on him. And because of these experiments, he is dying, and his death in general is just pretty terrible. So Groot is really pissed off that his friend pushed him away and that he was in this situation. And Rocket's like, hey, look, I have some dignity. I just wanted to go through this alone. I didn't want you guys to see me like this. I'm a proud dude, and I just didn't want to hurt you guys either. So more than what's already happening. But Moondragon and Groot are able to convince Rocket to join the adventure. Rocket has a spare mech in his garage that looks freaking awesome. He decides to join the team. He tells Groot and Moondragon, hey, we have to recruit one more person, and it's Magus, a young Magus, the one that pops up at the end of the Infinity Wars crossover. But what they do with him in this story, it's not too interesting, because we get that big reveal. So you're left asking, who the hell is the person that they're trying to bring back the Universal Church. And what Star-Lord finds out, they're actually making an army of Draxes. So Drax, the original one, gets trapped in this parallel dimension after Infinity Wars. So he's not dead, but he's out of the picture. But once the rescue team arrives to liberate the rest of their teammates and the rest of, because the Universal Church has captured almost all the main cosmic characters, so they have a pretty much an uphill fight. Got all those characters plus an army of Draxes, and it's really cool because the one that actually saves the day, obviously, it's going to be Rocket. Even though his mech gets destroyed, Rocket actually starts tampering with the ship, and it's really awesome because it's like, even though I'm dying and I'm weak, I'm a freaking engineer and I still have my mind and I could just really mess up this ship. And this gives the Guardians the upper hand in getting liberated and liberating all the other characters. And they're able to prevail over the Universal Church. And very conveniently, even though there's an army of Draxes, there's one Drax left, and Moondragon just does a gigantic data dump within this Drax. And so he becomes the new Drax that has the memories of the old Drax. So I'm going to leave this video here. This is a pretty fun story. In general, I did enjoy quite a bit Donny Cates' run on the Guardians of the Galaxy. So see you guys next time.